Alright, welcome back. Guys, we are in game number 3. If you're just joining us on the Aleema League, it's been a pretty back and forth, pretty rough series to be told for both players. Game 1, Gumiho was just scary as hell. Game 2, True, he had back with an all-in, and that ties it up 1-1. So, as we continue with the Solo League. Here we go. Because Zombie Grub is stuck in the snow. Spotting the bottom left corner of the map. I'm Rifkin, of course. Spotting the bottom left corner of the map. It's going to be Dead Pixels, Purple, Zerg Player True. And at the top right, we have from Invasion Esports in Korea, it's Gumiho. Now, I think both of these games pretty much went as to be expected. Game number 1, the mech came out, and it didn't quite hit the Sky Terran like I kind of thought it was going to go towards, but it did still hit that hard-hitting mech style. Game 2, Inferno Pool just has that really, really large ramp. It's a huge open area. It made a lot of sense to try and get that all in rolling, but game number 3, the question really is what's in store for this one. Now, True does go pool first, but it might not be a cheesy pool if he doesn't put gas with it. Taking a safer road to the game is definitely a possibility. For Gumiho, though, this is probably underneath. There's Deadwing as number 1, and then Overgrowth, I'd say number 2, easily for mech maps. This is not a bad map for Gumiho to be playing on. It's not super easy to take that 4th base, but still getting to 3 is kind of the bare minimum of what you need. Apparently, though, Penguin says Gumiho needs to finish this fast so they can order chicken, so I guess they're waiting on Gumiho to place the order? I don't know, but yeah, Gumiho's actually a pretty, I gotta tell you, just a side note outside the game, Gumiho's a really nice guy. There was a tournament we held back in December called the ISO Holiday Brawl, and we worked with the folks at ISO/Fnatic, I think it was, to make that happen. And Gumiho has been really calm, really nice, because he's been waiting for his prize money, which we finally got to him, by the way, which is nice. It's always a little bit weird when I'm not the one paying out the prize pool, but I've got to know him a little bit over the past month, kind of between like, hey, is payment coming? No. How's it going, Gumiho? Oh, it's going good. I play mech, you know, blah, 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 blah. So I've had the luxury of getting to know Gumiho a little bit. He's a pretty cool dude. True is definitely really, I've heard so many fun stories about him being at the Axiom House, being friends with the tournament organizer and such. We get to hear some fun things from time to time, but yeah, I don't know who I really want to win this one. I'm just kind of torn. I like both these guys quite a bit. Their play style today has been really nice. They've been on point. Even in the games they've lost, respectively, they've also been playing really well. So I don't know who to cheer for, and I guess it's up to you guys and the fans. As I look at the bets while the Reaper micros around, looks like we got about 7,000 Partoofs bet on Gumiho, with 3,688 on True. So a little bit of crowd favoritism for Gumiho. I got that Terran bias as well, so maybe I'll stick my vote in that corner of the ring. But True is he's been in the quarterfinals, the semifinals, the monthly finals. I mean, he's been one of the Aleema League hard hitters for a long time. Gumiho has been more of like the Lifeng Cup champion, but also does pretty well for the Aleema League when he shows up. Just not nearly as consistent as True. I guess a big shout out to both of them. If you guys haven't seen, we have another 2v2 tournament coming up on Monday nights. I called it the 2 vs Tournament version 2.2 because I just can't get enough puns in there. But both players have signed up, actually. True will be reprising his role with Patience. They finished, of course, 2nd place in the last tournament. And Gumiho is going to be playing with, I think, Choya, if I'm not mistaken. It's either Choya or Center. I don't remember off the top of my head. But I definitely look forward to seeing these guys come out for that one as well. The 2 vs 2 scene, by the way, I'm not trying to grow it myself or anything like that. We just have been enjoying the hell out of it. I've been streaming team games. You guys seem to have been enjoying that too. I did some games with Caitlyn just the other day. I've been playing with Zombie Grub and Crank on most days as well. So, again, while the Aleema League is cool and awesome, and it's definitely my favorite cast of the week, I'm loving doing these sort of off, bi-weekly 2v2s, and I hope I can keep that up. In fact, just thinking on it, bi-weekly 2v2s make more sense than weekly 2v2s. Sorry, as my voice cracks. When we get back into the game, we do have Roaches on the way for True, but Gumiho is going mech. He's going double armories behind this as well. And he could get a tank out with this tech lab. I really hope he gets a tank out with this tech lab, because the Reaper is going to see the Roaches coming. Hopefully saw the Roaches coming. He sees the Roach War in bare minimum. And did he see that 3rd base? Actually, is a big question. Yes, he saw 3rd base on the way in. So a bunker coming down, a couple of Hellbats to guard the front lines, and Hellbats, oh, they work so much better than Hellions versus Roaches, but it's a Marauder, not a tank coming out. It's gonna get messy. The nice thing is, though, if he does get really scared, you can pull a couple of SCVs into what is a small amount of Roaches. SCVs actually work out fairly well, and this is really not the biggest Roach. This is not a big all-in coming his way. It's not the Banelings compared with it, or paired with it, rather. If he can hold this bunker, he'll be all right. And can the Marauder get in the bunker? Can the SCVs get pulled to repair the bunker? There's a lot of what-ifs going on right now. There we go. They're pulled a little bit, ooh, pulled back, actually. As we saw, though, the Hellbats have got some really nice damage. Actually, for those who don't know, Hellbats actually have more base damage than Roaches do, 18 versus 16. The difference, of course, is that range benefit Roaches have over the Hellbats. But then Hellbats have splash damage, so it's a little bit like who's better, who's not better. We don't really know, but we do know that Gumiho holds this pressure. Now, there are more Roaches coming out behind this, and I don't imagine he's going to keep pushing with it. But what he will probably try to do is feign some aggression and make sure that Gumiho can't easily take his own third, but he's going to have to do that after he cleans up these Hellions. And this Hellion run by to this third, it actually goes by unscouted until just now. So as he runs in for the drones, he's not going to get massive kills, but he should be able to get, I think, cost-effective kills for the Hellions. Yeah, 4 so far, he's going to get 2 more. 1 more. 1 more! Well, actually, doesn't lose the Hellions, so yeah, it's pretty cost-effective for that run by. Third base going down somewhat unhindered. There's no creep spread underneath this, nothing being a real pain in the butts. For folks who were yammering on about us trying to cast Parting, and I really want to see Parting, guys, I have requested to Olivia to cast both semifinals. So, well, Solar is already in the semifinals, beating out Ryung 2-0. If Parting beats Revival, we'll cast that one after this series, and then catch up with the rest of the bracket afterwards. I think that's how it's going to look. Again, keep an eye on the brackets yourselves by going to the challenge link. You can get the link by typing !brackets in chat. But we did have a sub that I missed. Oh, geez. The Bert338. Congratulations. Here's your papers. You're now base Tradian. Thanks for subbing. But a two-pronged attack on the way. And the problem for True is he might not... Not for Gumiho more so. He's going to get sandwiched in. True. Oh, he's going to catch the entire army. That's the siege tank. That's a couple Marauders. There's only going to be one bunker to hold behind this. I don't think one bunker's going to cut it. These Roaches could just volley it down, as we see almost an entire health worth at a time. Another tank is coming up behind us, but good game is thrown down, and ladies and gentlemen, True. I did not expect that game to end so abruptly, but Gumiho lost everything. Oh. So, the bets are an upset. The underdog